Hi Sharon.
Hi.
I'm very thankful that you agreed to be interviewed for this book. I know it took a little while, as I know a lot of us do not want to be in the upfront of this book, but I think there's a reason you are chosen. And throughout my book, if you notice, your name is always there. So I think we cannot have this book without your video, and I want you to share from your heart and how you can be the miracle, because you have been the miracle in many people's life, in our family as well. And likewise, today we're going to write on a chapter about how you use your gift and fulfills God's purposes. Yeah, thank you.
I grew up in a Christian family, and I now have a relationship with God because I think I don't understand God. And all I remember is every time when I do something not right, or I sin against God, because if you tell me Sunday school book, 10 Commandments, I can tell you I know all, because I love Sunday school and I love the teaching of how Jesus loved me. And I used to pray every day, and God, and forgive me for my sins. And I asked God one day, God, aren't you fed up of me every day? It's like I try to bring people to church, but here I am every day and night I say, I'm sorry. If you're not fed up, I am fed up, but I don't understand. So, but however, I say, God, I think I'd like to put you on hold when I was in my opposites, because I don't feel anything, but I felt guilty. I felt I'm not worth it. So I let it be, so I used my own way. And even though I grew up in a Christian family, but I'm lack of love. So when the time when I met both of you, even and Kimberly, from young, I have this thought, I admire your family, the Tan family, because I saw the unconditional love that your parents given to both of you, and I saw the bonding of the two sisters, and I want that, unconsciously I already embedded in my head, I want the kind of love, but I can't find love out there, and I do not know anything about Jesus. So 20 years later, it's just out of the blue, when I have everything, but my life is so empty, and I decided to come back to the Lord. And before I came back, Jane, my good friend, she just happened to tell me, do you know that God can speak to you? Something I never heard of. Nobody tell me that. Then I thought she was maybe a bit mad, but I know she doesn't lie. So she said, God can speak to you. She said she saw Jesus, and she told me that, you can talk to God like a friend. So when I decided to go to church, and I follow her, and because she said, Sharon must come to this church, they have prophecy. I didn't know what's the meaning of prophecy. She said, you can ask God anything you want. I said, are you sure? As far as I know, the God that I know is a very strict God, and every time when I sin, I fear Him. I said, no, this God is your friend. He can do anything for you. Ask anything. You ask big. So when the first time I went to church in 2008, and I was looking for prophecy, and I told God, I want this, I want that. You bless me so much, I can give it to you. Because from young, I'm very stingy with the Lord. I don't give lots of offering, but I give lots of things to friends, but not to God. So I said, God, now you bless me, then only I bless you back. But things changed. So when I had a prophecy for the first time, the pastor said, Sharon, do you pray for missionary work? I was like, oh my God, sorry to use the word. I say, God, in this family, I already got one pastor in the family. My sister is a missionary. My elder sister serves in the bank, and all that are serving. Why should I serve? Why don't you make me rich? Then I can bless many people out there. I don't want to serve you, but that was in my heart. And the pastor said, no, I saw you doing lots of things for God and so forth. I said, this pastor not accurate, so I refused to believe. And then Jane influenced me to go to this class, Vernon 4, called Deeper Life Seminar. I said, why must I go? Do you know if you go there, you see, Jane has a wisdom. She connect me by telling me she knows what I like to hear. Because I'm very insecure, and because I lack of love, and I always admire the Tan family. I always admire the kind of love that they receive from your family, So it's like, God, what is my future? I'm getting older and older by my biological clock and my age, but I'm not getting married. What's wrong with me? And I thought I'm ugly. Am I stupid? Am I not capable? So I got very strong inferiority complex, and I do not know what's wrong with me. Why is it I can't get married? So Jane mentioned this to me. Ask God for anything. You go for this class, you'll be surprised. You can operate in gift. lots of gifting. I said, what type of gift? She said, prophecy is one of them, and many things. But so when I started going for the class, but before that, I started writing all my friends' name. I write 01, 02, 03, and so forth. And Evelyn, you're my 03. Kimberly is my 04. I got it as just the way I put it, and then including your family, everyone's family. I start writing, and these are some of my books that I wrote since 2008, 2009. And I wrote, God, since that I heard you're a supernatural God, and what is supernatural? I heard that to understand what is supernatural, you got to disconnect your thinking. Disconnect your logical mind. So I say, wow. So that means all the things that I've learned before when I was young is totally different. This is called radical grace. Then I was exposed to Joseph Prince's teaching about grace. It's not about your works. It's about God loves you so much. He can do anything for you. Wow, it's a mind-blowing for me, because that was my changing turn. I said, God, if that's the case, you're supernatural. I tell you what, God, can I ask for this prayer? At that time, I don't know how to speak in tongue. I really say, God, all my friends will not believe you unless you show up. Give them supernatural. How about you talk to them? Hi, I'm Jesus, I'm here. Or maybe tell them that, God, you are the God who loves her. And you just appear to them. Praise God. You know what? I'm so touched. My 001, Marilyn, God spoke to her in an audible voice. Call Sharon, go to church. Because my prayer was just so simple. 02, where is Eileen? God spoke to her heart. Get baptized when you know me. And then there you are, Evelyn. Wow, it's amazing to see that God gave you so much gifting when you got to. And I was trying to plan, trying to manipulate the situation, how to get you to church. I learned to be wiser, because talking to the two sisters, I got to use my brain, because they asked lots of questions I cannot answer. At that time, I don't know the Bible. I only know all the Sunday school story, but I don't have a relationship with God. So it's like I said, God, these two, you got to gautim them. You got to really touch their heart. You don't appear, they won't believe. Especially Kimberly. Kimberly has a very, very logical mind, and she is like perfectionist. No logic cannot register. You don't come and talk to her. So it's like, God, and guess what? God was so good. Everything happened for all my friends to accept Christ less than a year. And Evelyn Kimberly came to the Lord in somewhere February 2009, and I didn't have to do anything despite of what I tried to do. God just make it happen. You can read that.
But your prayer.
My prayer was just simple. I just said, God, give us supernatural. And I see that, wow, Evelyn got supernatural, and all my friends got supernatural. And even like my another girlfriend who's a cancer survivor, she's also being mentioned in the book. Her name is Patrick, and she has stage 4. I saw what she went through, and I was like, followed by many other friends, and I see how God saved all this family. I said, wow, God, don't forget one thing, Lord. I want to get married. Because it's like,
about other people. How about yourself?
Yeah, how about me, Lord? What about me? And God has a good sense of humor. Remember, when God gave you, Evelyn, your gifting, and He also mentioned what are the gifting. God also mentioned what are my gifting. But all of you has 3 gifts. But I said, how about me? God said, you wait. I was like, why they know? Why can't I know? I think God was like maybe testing my patience, because I was once a very impatient, and those who knows me knows that I talk like a bullet train, and I talk faster than my brain, and I don't have the word pause, it's not in my dictionary. I don't know how to pause. But I praise God for this many years, since 2008 until now. The walk with God was so amazing, Evelyn, and how we went up and down. We went through supernaturally, we went through spiritual warfare. We don't know what is this, we're like Montata, but God used us to touch people's life. And I tell you, you know what? God really changed my mindset to tell me that nothing is more important than Him. And I used to be so worried, because I was so worried that if I don't have a husband, nobody can bless me with a family, with financial. I'm always worried about nobody take care of me. And I see all my friends getting married, and I so dislike to attend wedding, or what I call that? Baby 1 month is called what already?
Full moon.
Full moon. I avoid all this, and for the last many years, every Chinese New Year I'm by myself, and I have this very strong self-pity in me, because I always felt I don't have love. And I felt, God, without you I'm nothing. And because as I go along to know God, I saw angels in my house, and God used me, even though I was only 3 months baby, to do deliverance on people. And my whole life, there's only 3 things I'm afraid of. First is ghosts. I don't like to see ghosts, and I don't like to watch scary movie. Secondly, I'm afraid of cockroaches. Third, I don't know why from young I'm always afraid of gang rape. You know, every time I hear people have all this story, but God is so good. God overcome me with all this fear, because by sending people in my life to know that my life is actually very blessed. And God sent a dance sister to love me, and I always felt that I want that kind of family. You know, I always say that, God, can you send me a husband, someone like maybe Evelyn's husband or Kimberly's husband, that kind of husband that will love them so much that you know, and love me more than I love myself. So, and God gave me promises. It's also through Evelyn to say that I will get married. And God sent a few pastors to tell me I'll get married. Wow, I was so excited. So I said, God, quickly send me a man, because the man can settle all my problems. You know, I thought of, you know, can settle my problems, my emotion, because I lack of love. So I didn't realize that all the rubbish in me, that I'm looking for someone to carry my burden and my rubbish. But God did not do that. But by faith, because Pastor said I will get married, every year I declare I will get married, prepare to attend my wedding. He said, Sharon, every year we've been hearing him say the same thing.
My son said he heard that many times.
I just say by faith. You know what? Even though I say by faith, but emotionally and my physically and the thyroid came in, everything opposite. I say, God, you're not a God who will lie. And there was one day, wow, I had this supernatural encounter with Jesus. Finally, I think I saw Jesus. I know one thing, the world means nothing to me. I used to be so worried that I have no material. I was so worried of being poverty, but God wants me to change my mindset. Do not let poverty, negative, to predominate my mind. Do you know who said that to me? God used your mouth to tell me.
I don't remember.
Because all this, I like to share everybody. I kept all my notes, every word of prophecy, through pastors, through friends, to anyone. I write down. You know why? Because I ask God, God, you won't lie to me. All these wordings that you tell me, and all this writing, everything I type it out. You don't lie, because the Bible says He doesn't lie. The only thing I need to learn is to wait at His perfect timing and to know what is best for me. So for this 7-8 years, He gave me a spiritual renovation to teach me to put Him first, seek His kingdom. It's so easy to say seek His kingdom. Does that mean I don't have to work? Does that mean I don't have problems? No. I still went through problems. I still went through difficulties. I still went through lots of emotional problems, and I still don't understand. But as I continue to walk by faith and operating the gift that God gave me, was to reach out to many people, especially when you decrease, He increase. I didn't understand what does He mean by. I said, Jesus, I have nothing. How do I share? But God said, you depend on my strength and not my own strength. His strength, not mine. And friends who saw me, they saw the transformation. And I wish I can show you my picture. Never in my life been so ugly. I can't deny I'm very vain. I love to look good, and because thanks to the Tan sister, they are my great influence. And I do not know how to dress up. I don't know how to mix and match colors and everything. They told me, Sharon, you have to learn how to dress up. You have to learn how to wear dress so that it be more feminine.
And carry yourself.
Yeah, you have to carry myself. So what you all see in me, this is the doing of the Tan sister, who has transformed me. And I always tell Evelyn, if I get married one day, I even write down in my book, you know, in my planning here. I said, God, in my prayer book, I wrote down my wedding date. I didn't write the date, sorry. I wrote what I want. Evelyn will be someone who testified for me. Kimberly will be someone who will take care of my makeup. And I want all my sisters to perform for me. And I really write down a few years ago. And I always declare by faith, my husband will be someone who will be supernaturally healthy. He will be looking good and also fit, and also 7 years just older than me. And so far I wrote in very detail, and I link to 4th dimension. I connect to 4th dimension for all the teachings that I've learned. Praise God. God answered my prayer.
Amen.
I never thought 7 years later. But one year before I get married, I was so bloated up, I lost my hair. It's because of the sicknesses that I went through due to stress, and I had the thyroid, I bloated, I went for operation. Who knows, few months later God sent me a man. But before that, someone told me, this can be your husband. Give me a prophetic. This man is your husband. Looking at him, I don't feel anything. I say, God, can I reject? Because I don't want someone so much older than me. I don't want to have an up-back look.
Not my cup of tea.
cup of tea, you know. But God was so good. God was so good. God stirred up my heart, Evelyn.
Yes.
Intrigued. Like I say, God, if it's you, tell me. God, give me the dream. Every day, I thought it cannot be. I had a very funny dream, and I thought it was the devil. I said, get out in the name of Jesus. You see, this is called overly spiritual. So it's like, I said, get out. But the dream came in every day without fear, and out of the blue, this man just asked me to go up and supposed to go for a group dating for cinema, and I do not know why I wore a dress, because going to cinema, as you know, it be cold. Usually I wear pants, and because I was running out of time, and I just take up my dress, simply take up because I'm running late. And this is the dress that I wore. And so happened, this man, now my husband, his name is Mr. Fong, and he told God, he waited for me for 5 months. He said, God, give me confirmation, is this the woman that for me? And he said, God, how about like this, let this girl wear a red dress, at least a red color, that showed me that she's going to be my wife. Because he actually got confirmation from God 5 months ago, but this man did nothing. He was being still, he was resting in the Lord. I didn't even know that he likes me, and I met him only a few times. We never even talked personal things. So it's like, when we met, praise the Lord, my heart stirred up. We went for a movie, and the next day I wanted to talk to him. I said, let's have table talk. Let's put everything on transparent on the table. Can I ask you, have you asked God? He said yes. And he said something very touching into my heart. He said that the day that I'm going to date you is the day I'm going to marry you. Wow, I'm crying, because he said God has given him the date.
The day of what?
The day that I'm going to date you, the day that I know I'm going to marry you. Wow, that really melts my heart. And he gave me the date. He's told me God has given him the date, and it's exactly what I have declared, 3 months. So when I count, oh my God, we dated in February, and the date given by God was 17th of May. And that is the date that you're going to launch your book. Yours is 17th of July. Mine is 17th of May. It just came to my head. Oh my God, what a coincidence. 17. So God said He will do everything. Yeah, God said that He will arrange everything for me. I don't have to worry. Who will believe that God gave us the hotel? Everything was arranged less than 2 months. Praise God. Finally, if Lincoln believe, I'm attached. I have someone who loves me, and all the package that I have, access package that I used to have, emotion package, God has healed me, delivered me, I'm a better person. Of course, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I got still lots of things to learn, and I believe that I'm growing in the Lord. And I still do things sometimes it's not right in God's eyes, but I'm glad that relationship with God is the answer. And having Him in my life, I will never exchange for anything else except Jesus is the lover of my soul. Praise the Lord.
Just to wrap up, I'm very touched by your authenticity, your sharing, because it's from the heart. The people who all shared here, they all speak from the heart. Only one mission, that is to glorify God. And I think all our life have been transformed by Him, that He deserves to be praised so much. And you want to tell anyone who is listening to the video that they too can be the miracle, because you couldn't see what was coming, we couldn't see, and I think today we are all the miracles for God that work through us, right? You want to say one statement or something to wrap up?
Everybody, prayer. Yes. Prayer is the right key to open the day and lock the night. It also leads the way to God's heart, because prayer is number one. Without prayer, your life is meaningless. Don't give up hope, because the more that you want something, but you also have to search your heart. God knows your heart. Yes. God will answer our prayer. Never let go your faith. I waited, by the way, for those who may not know how young I am, you know how many years I waited to get married, and this is my first time getting married, okay? I got married at the age of 45.
Wow,
and I never thought, yes, and I'm so thankful that I didn't give up. I waited, okay, and also keep on persistently, press on. God will answer prayer. Never give up. Never give up. God has His perfect timing. You may not understand why. Neither did I. Was I angry, upset? Yes, I'm a human being. I have my emotion. I was angry with God. But what I was so happy about is relationship with God is about you and Him. You can talk to anything. He's your friend. It's not like a God who watch looking at you and say, oh, you have sinned. No. I want to tell everybody, God is real. He is supernatural living God.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You said something. You got married in how long? 2 months? How many months is that?
Everything less than 3 months.
At least I think just to tell you, this morning, Man and I went to see the publisher. In the car, we counted the date. We found out we wrote this book because we started the idea like February. Really text everybody, but we counted. It is 2 to 3 months, less than 3 months. Oh my God! Then we say, how can God do this miracle? And I met a few authors. Some say 2 years, 1 year, 4 years. How did you do less than 3 months? I say, you ask me. I don't know. It is God.
It's the same about marriage. Everybody
Yeah.
left for a few years. Mine is less than 3 months.
Praise the Lord.
Praise
And it's turned out
Amen.
better than anything.
Yes.
Let's give glory and praise to our Lord. Hallelujah. Thank you, Lord.